Hello there Machinima viewers, it's JX back again, and today we're going to play a game of Domination on Scrapyard with the TAR 21 Silence. Well, I thought I was going to choose Mini Uzi in this game, but I changed my mind last minute. Just Mini Uzi to throw a grenade, but I went with a TAR, and it's silenced with the Sparse Shotgun, Scavenger Pro, Hardline Pro, Ninja, and the kill streaks are UAV, Predator Missile, and Harrier Strike. In this game, what I'm going to basically talk to you guys about is how to improve your kills death, or just how to survive a bit better if you're really struggling with a game. So this isn't really a video for people who get crazy big scores, because I definitely don't get one here. I get about a 4 kill death ratio, but the score isn't like massive. It's not like one of these 60 for 4 videos, so if you're hoping to see a score like that, you might as well go watch another video. This is just going to talk you through when you're having a really bad game, or of course if you're new to the game, which a lot of you are going to be, because it's Christmas, so I take it some people got the game for Christmas and you're struggling to compete with all the experienced players out there. So you can see I've got UAV after 2 kills, which is really useful. What I'd suggest, if you're a player who does struggle to get the 11-9 streaks, is forget about selecting a chopper gun or a pave-low. Go for a UAV. Also, hardline. There's a few guns on this game which don't need stopping power in my opinion. Assault rifles, I choose an automatic assault rifle if you're new to the game, because they're just quite easy and they're good all round for short and close range. I would say the M4, but the power on the M4 isn't quite enough without stopping power, so I'm going to say TAR 21 and Scar H are my 2 recommendations. I actually killed myself here, but it was worth it to get them 2 guys. So if you're new to the game, I'd choose Scar H, TAR 21 with hardline, and stick UAV on, Predator Missile, and then for your next one I'd either choose Airstrike or Harrier. The reason I say Airstrike is because I think, Precision Airstrike that is, I think it's a really underused kill streak, because people are getting really hot on taking down air support now. So although Harrier might get you 2 to 6 kills, your Airstrike might get you 2 to 4, but they can't take down your Airstrike, and people aren't expecting Airstrikes. But then again, obviously you've got to have an open map and you've got to have a good idea of where they spawn, so that helps for that. Here in this game, I'm playing with some really good players actually, so it's always best to try and play with people that you know. You do tend to struggle when you're playing it with randoms. You never know what you're going to get from people, so do try and get a group of friends together and you know that can at least hold their own in the game. See, I've got B here, so I'm going to try and hold on to B, and this is a good little spot to defend B from, because they don't often check this corner. You can see over across to the right there, and you can see over to the left if they've got A. Again, we're losing at B, so although I'm going to be careful, I'm going to keep checking around, see who I can see there. But we've lost it, so look, there's one there hiding. And TAR 21 veteran. Got my points. I have actually been just using my TAR 21 and all my different assault rifles so that I can rank up. It's good to, a tip for ranking up quickly as well, especially if you've just prestiged, is to get 500 kills with each weapon if possible, because that gets you 10,000 points. And also mix up your kill streak rewards. I know Predator Missile and Harrier are people's favourites, but you get a lot of points for calling in the other ones as well. If you call in, I think 25 AC 130s, you get 10,000 points, which will let you rank up a lot quicker. So again, here defending B with TAR 21 silenced. Haven't really cottoned on to how to deal with this technique yet. And here we get EMP'd. EMP is something I don't really get. EMP. I mean, I know it doesn't block a nuke. I know it stops you from calling in any kill streaks, but I don't know. It's almost like playing hardcore game mode, because you haven't got your radar, but you know, it doesn't really matter too much. For a 15 kill streak, I think it's, I don't know, it's a bit of a nothing reward. I think it should have been about 10, and then it would have been pretty useful. Oh, did you see that, by the way? That guy killed me through that container or whatever it was. He wasn't even aiming at me. He got a double spray just by luckily shooting at someone else. Not too good. So yeah, like I was saying, this video, tips for people who are newer to the game. Obviously my kill streak rewards aren't any use now because I've got EMP up. But stick to the outsides of maps. I said that before and I'll say it again. because when you stick to the outside of the map, say you go around to the outside left, you've only got to watch out for in front of you and to the right. If you run through the middle, you've got to watch out to the front, to the right, to the left, and of course behind. So know your maps and know where people are going to be. Just think, what would you do if you have a team? Where would you be running to? And that will help you to know where they're going to run to when they spawn. Obviously this is quite a small map, so there's not many places to go. You've either got through the middle, through those trains, which isn't bad, down the right or down the left here. Oh, get a nice little group hug here, stuck in the Semtex. So I'm not getting massive kill streaks here, but I'm managing to get a decent kill death ratio and help our team win, really, going for the win more than anything. Of course that UAV helped me to know where I'm going to go. I mean, UAV just means you're free to move around a lot more. You see Checo here on the chopper gunner, he's going to get a big score in this game, but then obviously he's got a chopper gunner equipped. So I've just gone for the lower streak rewards because I wasn't having some really good games when I played this one. I do get some good scores, but sometimes when the game gets really frustrating, I'll switch to this setup. So automatic assault rifle that's powerful with hardline pro UAV, and then Predator and airstrike, or Predator and Harrier, and it always tends to get me a decent score. But like I was saying, on this map, middle, right or left, I don't really tend to go around to the right because you find that you'll get shot a lot of the time because you can't see through the flames very well. So I'd normally go around to the left because then obviously you've got a good view of where they're coming from, as you can see up the slope. So all you have to do is aim sort of around that area and you'll have a good aim on them when they come along. But another thing with the TAR 21, it does shake a lot compared to, say, the Scar H. Scar H I'd aim for mid-chest, but you know it's going to be spot on from distance. TAR 21's a bit harder to kill them from distance, so you might want to burst it 3 or 4 shots if it's a really long distance to keep it steady. The same with any gun that recoils a lot, you need to burst them when it's long distance. I know it does sound obvious when to a lot of people who watch these videos, but for people who are newer to the game, they won't really think about that, they'll just shoot. But say, yeah, look, the Scar H or the M16, you can just keep holding it down in the same area, but you have to watch these ones. See there, I aim right for the middle of his chest. And here I've actually switched up to the Scar H, another gun I was just recommending. Trying for a bit of a spray through there, because I know that they've got B and they might be around there. I think I was a bit annoyed that that guy got me a minute ago. So yeah, you see that when you shoot the Scar H, nice and steady. Unfortunately I get a kill from the side, but I was just throwing some throwing knives around trying to get some nice throwing knife kills. We're losing Charlie. You see, it's dead hard to see them at Charlie. There's one place it's good to have a thermal scope on. You can go up there onto that, into those windows and snipe with a thermal, and it does work sometimes, but people are so hot onto that now that it doesn't work too often. Like having to learn new spots all the time because most people already know about them all. So we've lost C, and I'm just trying to see who's around. I can see someone there. Like I said before, they're dead hard to see through the smoke. That's a nice little spot to remember. Some people don't realise you can shoot through there and they get killed by a random grenade. But now obviously we're losing the game by quite a few points, so I'm going to die a fair few times. I'm talking to my teammates on the headsets and we're going to try and get this win. Now we've got 2 flags and we don't like losing. We'd rather win than worry about the kills deaths too much. You see me and Checo here trying to capture this one. And we've got all 3. Well, now we just lost one. If you are losing a game of domination and it's getting right to the end and you don't think you can win, if you do get all 3 flags, they don't actually get any points at all, so you can always bring it back. If you can get 3 flags, you can win, no matter how badly you're losing. But here again, we've lost one of our flags, so we're going to have to try and get him back. I've got my UAV on. Unfortunately, I don't have hardline on this class, which I would do normally. I would recommend. The AK-47 is another gun I would normally say you wouldn't need stopping power on Call of Duty 4, but on this game it does seem to need it because I will have an AK-47 game up soon where I talk quite a lot about the gun, but not that many people are level 70 for very long, so I don't think it's that relevant. But if you are using it, I would put stopping power on it, because if you come up against someone who's using an M16 or a FAMAS with stopping power, then you're going to get killed so quickly. I've noticed sometimes I've been dead on aiming them as soon as I see them with this gun, but it still doesn't get them, because one burst with the M16 you're dead. Luckily he started spawning in front of me here, and I'll get a nice little double spray. That was a pretty bad spawning system by Call of Duty, but it's really tight, this game. You can see now 181 to 182, but we've got 2. We're really struggling to keep it together, but we're getting there, we're getting there. Everyone's playing their role. That's a real nice spot to be if you've got C, because you can see them quite nicely through to the next little container over the other side, and you can also keep an eye on C like I'm doing here. I think I die in a second, but you can see it's quite easy to keep an eye on C from here. It's the safest place to be anyway if you try and defend C, and like I said on the other side, that was the safest place to try and defend B. But we get a win, quite a good score. It's at 4 kill death ratio or something. I hope that helps out all the people who are new to the game and want to try and improve if you're having a bad game. But there'll be another video soon, so speak to you guys soon.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter. There you'll find the latest updates from our premier directors and the Machinima Respawn team.